Dub, he's a wild guy, but trying to temper that down. But he's good for the group. Hakeem, Shai, Duda, Greedy, KP. A lot of the vet guys who've been in the system. They do a great job of trying to mentor the young guys and get them in position and just encourage the whole group. And that's what you want out of your vet leaders.
Yeah, speaking of those young guys, obviously you guys just had the tour of duty. That's kind of a mental path that needs to get on these players. What have you seen from those young guys when they're coming in?
Oh man, they handle it like vets. With KJ and Q, those guys that come in, man, and fit right in. They're up here every day studying, trying to get an edge and learn the playbook. But just seeing how big they are, how fluid they are, how fast they move, they're going to be a tremendous help to the unit.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
What's up, Pat?
What's up, man?
Zach with 24/7.
What's up,
So just wanted to quickly ask you, the defensive backs, obviously you came in here, you got tour duty underway. Just what are your initial impressions of that group top to bottom?
Great group. Like I was saying, my job is not to mess it up and enhance it. They had a pretty good year last year, but just watching film and some of the things from last year, I feel that with me coming in, we can improve on those things. Technically wise, communication wise, just the overall aspect of that unit back there. We had one of the top passing defenses in the country, but we didn't take the ball away enough. So I think if we're able to add that aspect to our game, then we can take it to the next level.
What do you see on film that you think you can help with the most, as far as the technicality standpoint of teaching these defensive backs the right way to cover?
Yeah, just little things, little nuances about playing a position. Always knowing where your help is on every single play, which will allow you to make plays. And like I said, just a communication aspect of it. Anytime you have a communication lapse on the back end, it can lead to a big play. And that's why I saw some of the times last year, guys weren't just beating us, one-on-one like that. But if you're not communicating, then that's when those plays happen. So if we can minimize those and continue to make plays on the ball, I think we'll have the best unit in the country.
You talked some about some of the guys returning, some of the newcomers, obviously transfer Fentrell Cypress. What's kind of the impression of him been for you? Just how impressive is he? And just what do you expect him to contribute this year for you?
Oh, impressive young man. He's graduated already. He has his head in the right space. He's a smart kid. He's athletic. He's fast. He's technical. He's smart. So he's going to add a tremendous value to the unit back there, as far as being a leader, but also bringing a wealth of experience and try to mold the younger guys to get up there. And so far so good, man. He's been everything that we've expected and more, and we kind of expect him to continue that rise.
As far as the freshmen go, some of the newcomers that enrolled early, KJ Kirkland, just kind of like what are your impressions been of those guys? How do you anticipate their impact being in 2023?
Impressive young men. Obviously, Q and KJ, man, they're big, they're long, they're fast, and they're hard workers. You didn't hear a bump out of them as you shouldn't with freshmen, but they've come in and worked. They've learned the playbook, and obviously with all of the returning veterans that we have, they're going to have to fight for a position. But I'm going to tell them, just because you're a freshman doesn't mean that you can't earn playing time. So come in with the mindset that I'm going to play, and if it's not on the defensive side of the ball, then special teams. But be reliable and be a guy that we can rely on to add depth, throughout the season, because it is a active attrition throughout the season. Injuries does happen, so we have to have as many guys prepared as possible.
You've obviously been on the other side of the recruiting landscape at the high school level. Now that you're a college coach, just I guess how have the first few months been? Just what's so different about it being on this side of it?
Just the travel, and getting on the phone with guys and talking to guys, talking to parents and coaches, but you know what? That's what the job entails, and it's been well worth it. Recruiting is all about developing relationships, and some of those relationships last whether a kid comes here or not. So that's the great part about it. Just meeting different families and players, around the country, and just having the communication level with them, and trying to get their kid to come here. That's the promising thing. And with so much talent in the surrounding states, Florida, Georgia, Mississippi, Bama, Louisiana, we feel we have enough right here to get Florida State back where it needs to be. And obviously, with a great season last year, we'll probably be highly ranked this year coming into the season, but that shouldn't matter. It should be about the work and getting better and try to get to that Final Four, which is our goal for this year.
How much were you able to learn about these players just from watching film and talking to other coaches, and how much have you learned going through the workouts?
Yeah, a lot. I've been here, almost 2 months now, and for the most part, I developed a really good relationship with these guys. They're, like I said, just being at the high school level, it kind of reminds me of that. Just being a big brother, fatherly figure to them, getting to know them, not only on the field but off the field was the most important thing. Just to see what gets them to tick, their family situation, and the ball is the ball. We're going to do that. We're going to do that at a high level. And like I said, those guys played well next year. I just want to enhance what they built last year and try to bring them to the next level, because it is a really talented group back there.
Coach Norvell talked about their versatility. What's the challenge about trying to work at multiple positions?
Well, not only that, but I feel we have 10 guys who could be stars on this team. So that's going to be a challenge, trying to get those guys on the field as well. But I think when you're versatile as a player, it allows you to put the best matchups on the field. And like I was saying earlier, I would envision a defense where we have 7 defensive backs on the field. That'll work for me, but because I feel we are that talented back there, and like I said, 10 guys deserve to play, but they have to earn it. They have to earn it, and competition going to bring out the best in all those guys. So I'm excited to see, not only this spring but in the fall as well.
Yeah, I'm sure you talked about him before, but Fentrell, what have you seen from him?
Just a great kid. He's a quiet kid, but he's very loud in his habits and the way he works. I think guys see that being a All-ACC player and coming into Florida State, knowing that we had guys returning, it says a lot about him. He's not afraid of competition. He wants to come and earn everything, and so far so good, man. He's been. I'm really excited to get to coach him, because he has all the tools. He has the length, he has the speed. He's technical, he's smart, and he's going to add great value to our secondary.
You got a lot of guys who played a lot of college football. Does that make the conversations a little bit different, just in terms of what they know, and you're not having to teach everything?
Absolutely. Me coming in, I'm the new guy. I had to learn the defense, to teach it to them. They already knew it, so they taught me some things. So, just coming in, man, knowing that you have a veteran group, it helps, because they know the nuances of it. They can make, certain checks that other guys probably can't see, the younger guys, because they've been through it before. They recognize certain patterns and route recognitions that the young guys just haven't seen yet. So having that veteran group, being able to communicate with each other, because like I said, the communication within the D-line might cost you 10 yards. The communication on the back end will cost you a touchdown. So with those guys being able to communicate, having the extra year under their belt, I think it's going to help us tremendously.
And then Coach Fuller, I know you guys got to know each other during the process. Mm-hmm. What have you liked about him since you've been working with him?
Oh, man, just awesome, man. Attention to detail is through the roof. He's real personable. He's hands-on with the guys. He's even helped me in my position. Because just until I get settled and learn the defense, he's been in there with me every day, talking to the guys or what have you. So he's been a tremendous help, man. He's been in the game a long time. He's been successful. Not only Coach Fuller, but Coach Shannon, Coach JP, just the whole staff, man. It's a tight-knit group, and a group that I'm looking forward to working with.
It seems like Florida State has a good amount of buzz, I guess, on the recruiting trail, just because of what happened last season, the expectations for 2023. For you specifically, I guess, how would you gauge the level of interest that you're receiving from prospects?
It's been great. It's been great, and the old saying, "Winning cures all." I'm pretty sure it wasn't like that when we went in 4 and 5 games, but kids see winning 10 games at Florida State means a lot. Florida State is one of the most preeminent college programs in the history of college football. And I think people want to see us get back to where we belong. And obviously, Coach Norvell has got it trending that way. But now we got to take it to the next level. I think this recruiting class could quite possibly get us over the top.
Coach Storms yesterday was talking about how